Moo! Welcome to part 6 of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. When I last left you, we were in the Lost Hills, and I had a lot less rupees. Off screen, I went and I started grinding for some rupees, because we are very close to the 5th dungeon, and you will need at least 150 rupees when you go into this dungeon. So that's why I went and got all the rupees. But we're ready now, and I will now show you how to get through the Lost Hills. You want to go up. And up again. And up again. It looks like you're getting nowhere. But you just keep going up, you're actually getting somewhere. And boom! There. You got somewhere. There's a lever. Get him out of the way. And this is the entrance to the 5th dungeon. Now, this dungeon, the difficulty level actually starts to get up there and you start to feel it here, but hopefully with all our hearts and magical sword, this might not be as hard as I remember in the past. Whoops, I didn't want to go here yet. Well, we'll come back to that room, I promise. I forgot to go to the right first. Want to go here? And we come across the Pole's voice. Now, the Pole's, in the manual, it says the Pole's voice does not like loud sounds. Now, there's a story that I learned. It took me a while to learn this story. Actually, you kill them all and you get the key. It took me a while to learn this story, but apparently there was a, much like there is now on the DS and stuff, a microphone. There was a voice recognition on the Nintendo Entertainment System in Japan, the Famicom it was called, and if you made a large noise, apparently it would bother those Pole's voice and injure them. But in our case, that wasn't for here. It wasn't for North America. So let's light up this room, and we'll see that there is a lava pit, maybe, but it's some kind of liquid red. You can't cross, but you kill the mummified mummies. Drops the key. Now you don't want to go across. You want to get your bombs out and go to your left. Actually, that locked door there, that doesn't go anywhere except for to an old man. He gives you a clue, I believe. Oh, he gives you a clue on how to defeat the boss of this this dungeon. But I'll show you that when we get there. So, bomb the left wall. We can go through here. And we encounter some more mummies. Now that door to the north, it will not open. See? As so, even if you get all the enemies, so you want to bomb this wall here. That door, you can only come south in it. You cannot go north through that door. So now we're about to enter a room that drove me beyond insane so many times. I'm actually very afraid of death in this room. Because we're going to encounter dark nuts. 5 blue dark nuts. Twice as deadly as the regular kind. But luckily we have our magical sword. We are at full health. We can just fire our sword away. And this shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I remember this back in the early days. When I didn't... Oh shit, I got a little too cocky there and I got close. When I didn't really know that much better about finding all the secrets, I didn't have full power here. Oh boy, it was... I remember dying so many times in this room. It would drive me insane. Now, we went down the stairs and you're probably like, where is the item? There's no dungeon item on these set of stairs. this is our first set of stairs, which will actually transport us to another area in the dungeon. It will take you far away, so you have to... These will become more frequent in dungeons as we go along. You need them to get around the dungeon world. This takes you to a separate area. And we can now go to the south. We want to open up the south with a key. And in here is another key to replace the key we just used, and a bunch of keys. Let's kill some keys. And you're probably like, that was a waste of time. If it feels like a waste of time, it usually isn't, because that means there's usually a secret in the room, and it's right here, to the right. And we want to go in here, and to the right is our first reason to have 150 rupees at least. He says, I bet you like to have more bombs. So you give him 100 bucks, and you can now carry 12 bombs instead of 8. It is our first bomb upgrade. Carrying more bombs is... well, it's good, I guess. I guess you don't always need all of them, but you just never know. So now you come back here and we open up the left door. And it is another room of dark nuts, blue dark nuts. Oh, we actually... oh, we're at full life. Now, there's another trick here. You can hide in the doorway. They can't really touch you there. But just don't go through the door, otherwise they will respawn, I think, and start again. So do not go right through the doorway, but hiding in the doorway is an option. Kill all of them. Lone block usually means you gotta push it. So we'll go on through. Watch out for the keys. And here is the dungeon item. Is the magical flute. It's called the recorder according to the manual and the treasure screen at the beginning. I usually just call it the magic flute though. And it will help us out. Actually, I have another... actually saw somewhere else where they just call it a whistle, so whatever, it's some kind of a musical instrument of some sort. It's not the only arc of time, but it's the beginning of music being a part of Zelda lore, Zelda mythology, the legend of Zelda. So we backtrack, almost back to the beginning of the dungeon. All these mummies have now respawned. As you can see, we can sort of see the outline of the room. That's enough to get through it. And we got some dodongos here. We have some dodongos here. This is where some extra bombs will come in handy. There's 3 in this room. 1. 2. Whoops. You didn't fully die. Fully die, fully dry. Oh boy, I missed. 1. 2. I will open the door to the left. This door isn't absolutely necessary to go into, especially if you have the extra keys, but you got some easy blobs in here. And it reveals a key. Don't go to the south, because that's the way which you won't get back. You would have to go the long way around again, so just come back out. Now, now we got a key, we can go to the north. Darkened room, but as you could probably see there, it's a map. Oh, we're gonna burn the map! Oh, this time I got it right. See, I knew you couldn't go in through the right. You tricked me last dungeon, but not this time. Now, this dungeon here, it is called the Lizard. You know, I don't know, it's like an ink blot maybe. I guess I can sort of see how it's a lizard. Maybe it's a lizard's head there. Maybe that's the tongue sticking out at the bottom. I don't know. They call it the Lizard. It's the Lizard. What do you see? We got another darkened room. There must be water in this room because my ladder is being gotten out. Let's kill some blobs for some fun. And get the coins. And here we go. We got some more mummies. Watch out for the mummies. Mummy, mummy, mummy. Speaking of mummies, this game was actually purchased for my mother. It's an adult game. But, you know, I enjoyed it a lot, so I continue to journey on to The Legend of Zelda, even in so far as to purchase the Super Nintendo when it came out with my own money, just so I can continue to play The Legend of Zelda. Now that we got a key, continue up, right? Yeah, we just want to continue up. Oh boy. Watch out for the regular dark nuts here. Don't have to kill these ones. Just skip this room here. And there's the key out in the open. This door is locked. We can show you that. But we already got the key, so no reason to fight all those guys. We got what we came for. Now this door is wide open. Oh boy, but the clock's gonna help us out. And a fairy. That was very generous of them. I believe a key is gonna appear. There it is. One key for you. And come to there. Pole's voice. We can hear in the background. We can hear the final boss's roar already. These Pole's voice are still deadly, even with the blue. Now there is a bombable wall to the top here. It's not necessary for the game though. He's just another information guy. Secret power is said to be in the arrow. In the arrow. That is a some people think that's part of also killing the boss, but you don't really need arrows to kill this boss. You could use them, but you don't have to. I think the secret power of the arrow is referring to a future boss, but these clues are so vague. You know? So vague. Anyways, here is the boss room. You could escape to the bottom, but there's not much down there. I think that's a trapped room. I don't think you want to go in there. So the key to this boss is you cannot injure this boss until you play the flute. And then he will shrink. Now, boom, 2 shots, gone. Otherwise, he ain't going nowhere. You want to go to the top room that opened up and pick up your Triforce piece. Na 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 na. We got another Triforce piece. 5 down, 3 to go. Whoops! I just hit. Well, oh boy! Look at that. Well, I just demonstrated it already. In the overworld, if you use the flute, a whirlwind will come along and swoop you up, and it will randomly transport you to another place in Hyrule. Usually, it's the beginning of a dungeon area. So, and it kind of goes in order, but sometimes they don't. So if you keep hitting it, you might move around. You cannot pick from it though, but the whistle will transport you to other places. But we might use that in the future. But anyways, this has been another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. I am cowscrazy, and we'll see you in the next episode. Moo!